Hello, my name is Sasha Wyman, and I am an ACM practitioner at Amateur Solutions. And for today's tech tip, I'm going to be telling you about approvals in Microsoft Teams. So approvals in Microsoft Teams is just an app that you can add by going to your left-hand navigation bar and searching for approvals in the search bar here. You can right-click and you can pin it so that it's always available to you. And then what we get is a dashboard of all of the approval requests that we've received or sent inside of Teams. So if your organization is using Power Automate approval workflows right now, you should be able to see any of those requests from the dashboard here. So anything that I've received and any approvals that I've sent. Now, approvals is really great for document approvals inside of Teams. It's good for things like leave requests, expense reports, shift changes. So I'm going to demonstrate doing a new approval request from here. So I'm going to do a basic request and I'm going to name it a leave request. Then I'm going to put myself as the approver just so I can show you what it looks like. And you can do multiple approvers from here if you like to. So I can add in 2 people, and then this toggle will be enabled, and I can shut that off if I only need a response from one of these approvers. If I need all of them to approve it before it moves to a completed approval status, then I would leave that on. But in this case, I'm going to remove Diego, and then it doesn't apply. So I'm just going to say I need tomorrow off. And I'm going to go ahead and I can add an attachment from here from either OneDrive, my computer, or I can attach a SharePoint link. And then I can also change this so that it has a custom response. So I can go ahead and, put something like vacation approved or vacation rejected. I'm going to keep that off for now, and I'm going to hit the send button. So something to note is the first time that you use this, it will take anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes for it to run the first time. It's just likely because you've never used Power Automate before, or you've never used approvals before. It just needs a bit of time to get that set up for you in the background. After it's done, it should be instantaneous moving forward. So I can see on my dashboard that I've got this leave request, the status is requested, it was created, at what date, what time, and who it was sent to. And then I can also see now that my activity feed is lit up with this request. So all of your approvers that you sent this to would see this light up in their activity feed. They can click on it and they can see the request, the details, who it was submitted by, and they can go ahead and add some comments in here. So I'm just going to say this is approved, this is good. And then there's that reject or approve button. So depending on what I choose, the person who submitted the request is going to get a response back from the approvals app. And it's going to show them the comments of the person they submitted the request to. And good to go. You don't have to think about it anymore. Now, one of the really great things about this application is it's got, its basic approvals out of the box, but you can go ahead and you can create templates either for your organization, your team, or specific people by simply clicking the ellipses beside the new approval request button and going to manage templates. In this case, I'm going to do a new org-wide template. So I'm going to hit that new template button. You can see they've got all kinds of templates here you can play with. But in this case, I want to do one from scratch. I think what I need is maybe a scenario I've run into is a marketing team that needs to do content approval. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to a team, and I'm going to attach it to my sales and marketing team. I hit done, and then I'm going to name this content approval request. And then you can tie it to a category. So I'm going to put this as an activity. And this is approval for marketing materials. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit the next button. And then we can add in our own form questions. So I'm going to add a new, and it's going to be a date. So maybe approval required by, and then they've got the date field, and then you can set that to required or not required. I'm going to add a new field, and it's going to be a text. So just any comments. And then I'm going to set this to be a long answer so they have a lot of space to write their details in. Form is just updating, and then I'm going to hit next. Now, I want this to be an option here. I'm going to have them do a file attachment. I actually don't have to require that, but you can if you want to. So if you want them to make sure and include a piece of media, turn that on. So I'm going to do that. You can specify the approver. So if you have a marketing manager on your team, you might specify them as the approver of that. In this case, I'm just going to leave it so that someone can choose anyone from a list. You can customize your response. So I'm going to go content approved and content rejected. And then I'm going to go ahead and preview that. So here's what it will look like. The name of the request, the approvers, the approval required by date, the content type, the comments, and then that addition of an attachment here. I'm going to hit publish. And then I can see that this is here. It's available. It's enabled. I can always disable it, and then I can edit it from here as well if I need to make any changes. So now the next step is I'm going to go to the team and give this a try. Okay, so now I'm in my sales and marketing team and I'm in my content tracking channel. I'm going to go ahead and hit new conversation. And what you should see on your ribbon is the approvals button. If you don't have this, just click the ellipses and search for it, and you can add it in. So now I'm going to start an approval from here. So what we'll get is our basic approvals that we can fill out for anything generic, or I can hit templates and I can see that template I attached to the team. So I'm going to go ahead and say content approval required. Please review page 2. I'm going to add an attachment, and what's nice is that in a Teams channel, it actually lets you search through your Teams libraries. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. So I'm going to go ahead and click into this team, and I'm going to choose this marketing campaign, and I'm going to choose share link. And then I see that this pops up. It looks like an attachment, but it's really just a link to the file that we have in the team. I'm going to hit send. And then what I get is this really nice card inside of the Teams channel that everybody on the team can see. So they can see the status that I requested it, and then whoever the approver is going to have these nice buttons on the card that they can view the details, they can approve, or they can reject. So I'm going to go ahead and reject that. I don't like that. And then they've got that quick link directly to the document. You can also do this with chats. So if you, for example, maybe had a one-on-one with your manager, you wanted to fill out a form for, you wanted to request vacation or put in an expense approval, you can do approvals in personal chats or group chats as well. So if you have any questions, please do drop them in the comments. And thank you for watching and have a great day.